guys, today I am planting some Corona Rose Dianthus and some Corona Strawberry Dianthus. I really like Dianthus. Last year I planted the Sweet Williams variety and it did really well for me. It's spread out quite a bit. I'll show it to you later in this video. And it was just a really small plant and it spread out quite a bit. So I found this variety, which is actually the Chinensis variety. And this has a bigger bloom than the Sweet William, which I really love. And I found this at First Monday in Canton. This plant is hardy from zones 6 through 9, and it's super cold hardy, so it can go into areas that get as low as -10 degrees Fahrenheit. So I really like that because it gets to about 12 degrees here in the winter, so this plant should have no problems thriving through the winter. It also doesn't need a whole lot of water, except for in the dead heat of summer. You want to water it a little bit more than you normally would. It does die down a little bit in the summer, but then it flushes right back in fall. And my Sweet William plant actually grew to 10 times its size. And this variety acts the same way. It self-propagates, so it kind of will sag over and it'll reroot into the ground, creating a whole nother plant. And it also spreads from the roots. It is a sterile variety though, so you're not going to be able to seed save from this, and it won't self-seed, and if it does self-seed, it won't be the same plant as the parent plant. So I'm just planting this in a few of my vegetable beds so I can have some color this winter. And this plant is actually a perennial, but it's sold as an annual in most areas, even in areas that it is a perennial. But this plant will come back year after year. I've heard people say that it's come back for 5 years in a row, so we'll see how well this does. I'm sure you'll see plenty of updates in my videos of this plant. So right now it is early November. It's pretty cold. It's about 34 degrees outside right now. But I've left these outside all this time and they've done really well in the cold weather. So I'm gonna get these in the ground. So I'm planting a few of these in several of my garden beds in my kitchen garden because I want to add some color into each bed, and I love planting flowers in with my vegetables because they attract pollinators. I used a lot of zinnias last year and I feel like they just kind of took over, so I want to plant some shorter growing flowers, which these would be perfect because they only get up to about 10 inches tall, I believe. I'm also going to be planting one of these in the ground. This is a kind of a sticky clay area on our property, and I'm curious to see if it will thrive here because Dianthus can smother out the toughest of weeds, and we have nasty crabgrass here, which you see me pulling out of my beds all the time. So I want to see if this will smother out crabgrass, because so far in my larger bed where you saw my Sweet William, that one definitely did not let any grass through. So if I could plant this directly into the ground where I have a lot of grass that I need maintained, like along the fence line, I think that would be a huge plus, and it may keep me from having to weed underneath the fence line, and I can have something pretty there. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you try planting some Dianthus in your garden. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. We try to post a video every single day. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.